If you guys ever want to know how Mowers Gone Wild started, right here's the very first clip. I'll tell you right now, I didn't want to be here. I'm Travis. My soon-to-be father-in-law was like, hey, we're going to host a birthday party for you. It was the day after my birthday, and he's like, 6 of us are going to get on lawnmowers, and we're going to race around. I was kicking and screaming, saying I didn't want to go. And I'll tell you right now, I probably had the most fun that entire day out of everyone else, even though all of us had fun. We all had a drink in the hand, all just laughing and not realizing what it was going to turn into. So stay tuned and let's find out how Mowers Gone Wild started. So here we got Matt. That was what turned into Bandit. We got Redneck and Eyes, which was a free mower we picked up off the side of the road. Here we had one of our first big races. This was in September. We actually did our baby gender reveal that same day. Here we got Bandit. These are all going to just be random clips. Bandit tearing up the hill.
Alright,
that was
fun.
Matt. There we have Nighthawk. Never really been out here other than one time, but it's a hell of a build that Jacob and Mike Dart built. Here's what we call our stock racing, where you have to go 15 miles an hour or less. Brian had a bad start. It's also Redneck. Go check him out on YouTube. This was our first trail ride ever. We went out to White Cloud. We had a blast. We got invited out to Allegan this year, so here's a clip of the dog going up the hill. Thing did awesome. We had so much fun out there. We appreciate them inviting us. There was Matt winning the finals with the dog on one of our big races that we held. Here we have Redneck and Eyes again, just one of our free mowers that we picked up off the side of the road and we just love. Mower, we need to get back out more and more with Bandit. Here's a hell of a drag race between Butthurt and the dog. That race was just too close to call, guys. Here we have Nick racing One Hit Wonder. We have Mason, the one time that he really came out, was one of our very first races, our first fast race actually. We have Michael on what was True Good. Here we got the very first time Predator was unrevealed, and you can see how clean it was. It was so tiny, the little tires, that thing made so many changes. It was a lot of fun to build, and a little sad, but I'm ready to see what the wheel horse will do. So keep following along for that wheel horse build. Here we have my best friend Zach racing Matt. He was on my old build Tater Tot. We had a rollover. Had to get him back up and running. Tim was such a great sport, he actually stopped and waited for him to take back off, or close to, even though he was losing the race up to that point. Oh, here's an old video back before our GoPro, so sorry about that, but there's Tater Tot in what was Murder Mower, which is now Bandit. Tater Tot's no longer in existence. We have Blue on Black. It's one of my favorite rigs. Absolutely love that thing. I was able to drift around Mike here when we went out to Allegan. Such a fun mower. Here we have the dog again. That thing was such a machine in the mud, man. Just absolutely a beast. You just see it just tearing it up. There's a 26 horse in that, 7 in the front to a 4.5 rear. There's my Predator build, 670. Chain driven, 40 series, got up to 42 miles an hour. This is me on the dog racing Matt on Bandit, which we both co-own, and man is that thing fast. Like, if you guys think dog is fast, that mower's even faster. Me and Matt just doing what we always do, just out trailing together. Here's a race between Michael and Butthurt. I gotta say, Michael put up a hell of a race. We didn't think he stood a chance. Butthurt was fast, and Michael stood right there the whole time. There was Jesse and Nick. The steering wheel bolt came out. Still love that moment. Luckily, no one got hurt. This was, again, a stock race, 15 miles an hour. You got George, Redneck Tractors right there. Then you have Brian, Postal Redneck, one of my best friends right there. Again, go check out Postal Redneck if you haven't. Postal Redneck on YouTube. We got Tim here. He's one of our guys from Allegan that we absolutely love. He's really cool guy. Enjoyed getting to ride with Kyle and Tim. Got to meet Tim's dad, or Kyle's dad this year as well, Troy. Mad on the dog, just being crazy like always. There we got Brian with Ed and George. This was a relay race. Oh my gosh, is this so much fun. Here's Brian, my buddy, Pulse of Redneck. He was my teammate trying to get us going. We had a good start to that. Matt doing some wheelies on Redneck and Eyes. We all love that thing. Give Zach a shout out for doing the awesome video for September 11th. All the footage. Them action cameras sucked, but he saved the day with my phone, getting all the good videos. Me on Predator. That was the best and last, more or less, run I think that it really did. Was that race event, which can't remember if it won or came really close. I think it did win it all that day, so at least it went out on top. Woo! Don't mind my woos. I got way too excited, guys. Brian Pulse of Redneck killing it with Iron Lotus.
Oh no!
Then we have George, who was on his girlfriend's tractor, and she didn't make it. So he had to push it. Predator doing its thing, man. When that thing hooked, it hooked. You can see how covered in mud I am. Matt, again, just being crazy. We're always trying new things. Doing some sand hills. George with me, with Predator. That was a hell of a race right there. Too bad I got stuck in the mud. Again, a stock race. We got my fiance there up front, Harley. One of her only races that I got her to really go do. I need to build her a tractor. She did phenomenal. This is where we found out we were going to have our little baby girl. We had Delilah, who just turned 10 months old today, which is January 9th. We love her to death. And that was our boy Anthony smashing the pie in my face. That awesome video of Matt just killing it with a wheelie. Matt versus Jessica right there in one of our races. Gotta love the good old Tannerite blowing up the mower. Matt says we need to do that again. This was out in Allegan again. We had so much fun out there. We got a lot of good footage. We're gonna have to make a trip back out there this coming year. Maybe try to camp out if we can. Here's Michael coming over. He's doing pretty good on wheelies. We had a good wheelie date. I don't think it's in this video though, with all three of our mowers. Back before Predator was painted, that was that little thing that you've seen. I cut the corner too tight, steering kicked me off. Mowers can be dangerous. Here's the dog versus Butthurt, man. You can just see how fast dog is, but Butthurt's just right there. Pretty sure I think Butthurt did win that one. It ended up, I think, being a draw or Butthurt by like an inch. I mean, it was so close.
Oh, Jesus.
Brian went into a tree, man. The thing just took off on him. He had no control, but he was fine.
Okay. Damn, that hurt.
Get Pulse of Redneck, man. Go check him out. Can't tell you enough. Balls Deep Mud Mowers as well. Remember the guys from Allegan? Really, just go give them a shout out. Go give them a subscribe. Go watch some of their footage. You'll see some of their footage from our place and their own. There's Bandit. Matt just rock and rolling on Bandit. We need to get them again. We need to get that back out. Me and him both co-own it. We've just been so busy on our other new builds. I think we've held about 5 or 6 pretty legit mower events here. We've been really happy with. There's Predator, man. Again, when she was in her prime, she just killed it. Loved it. Oh, here's a drag race between me and George. There's Predator. Just didn't think it was gonna get the launch like it did, and it sure did. I ended up getting, I think, 3rd overall, maybe 4th, out of, I don't know, 10, 12 mowers, so I was pretty happy with that. Here's again, I think this might have been the finals, or the last chance qualifier, actually, probably, for the stock racing. We have Jeremy. This is one of Brian's good buddies that he always brings. I'd like to call him my friend, too, even though I don't get to see him often. For some reason, it blew a bunch of smoke, but that just kept going. There's Brian getting stuck behind Sky, ran out of gas on the track. There's Tim again, one of the guys from Allegan. You got Matt, about to tear it up with the dog. Always getting muddy. Always suggest wearing some sort of suit to protect your clothes. Here's me on blue on black. I'm still really learning it. This was one of my very first trips with it to actually get to really hone in on what it can do. Had a lot of fun with it that day. There's some trucks running up the hills and stuff when we were there in Allegan. Me as the Tiger, or no, the Mower King. My bad, not the Tiger King, Mower King. This is just two best friends right here, man. This is Matt and Ed, our neighbor. They were just having so much fun out there just playing around with the two more or less stock mowers, you can call it. Some of the best guys in the world do anything for you. Just more or less when they ask a favor, you better help as well. They both deserve it. We all have a lot of fun together, and some of the best neighbors I can ask for. Here's me and Brian. I think this is, yep, that was me on it. This is during the relay race that we end up hosting. That was so much fun. Oh, there you got, I think that's, yep, that was me.
Oh, he's got it! He's got it!
Right on there.
Woo!
Or no, that was Michael. Never mind, that was Michael. That was one of Blue on Black's first days. I was running Predator. That was our round robin. Michael ended up getting around George to eliminate him. It ended up being me, Matt, and Michael on Blue on Black. Michael was one of the first ones ever run Blue on Black. Oh, here's Michael. Speaking of him on Dart, thing just didn't steer well during the winter event that we held.
No fucking turning.
I'll always love that video. No fucking turning.
Fuck this trucker.
Old Red, one of our neighbors, Dale, man, that was one of the OGs. Actually, I think that is what he had out here. I think so much fun to see out here. This was a fun race, man. My favorite race, actually, but I didn't even get it all right there. Good old redneckized.
Look out, duckies!
Matt screaming at the ducks. Oh, me and Predator. Me and Predator versus the band again. I got the launch on him. I was always pretty good with it. I didn't always win though. I'd get stuck in the mud. There's Kyle. Speaking of balls deep mud mowers. Here's me. This is some of the footage from our very first fast race, man. The track was a lot different. Mowers were a lot different. There's just the dog killing it against George. Oh, this is round robin. There's Michael right there coming through the mud. We thought he was going to lose it, and he got it back going.
Ooh, shit.
Blue on Black's first race right there. Michael kicked some ass until the front axle said it had enough. There's George Redneck Tractors with Brian Postal Redneck right behind him. Go check out both them pages. Can't tell you enough about Postal Redneck and Redneck Tractors. There's Brian right there. There's Postal Redneck himself. Talking about the winning camera, man. Absolutely love his attitude. We always have so much fun together.
Yeah, check it. Perfect. Loser, 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 loser. Yep, it's working.
Yep, camera's working good.
Alright, so we're gonna give this.
I think the worst part about it is we did win. Oh, here's me. Right over that damn cooler, man. That cooler ended up on the track. I was going to try to pass Michael as the last corner of the last race right there. And blew me up off. Here's Matt going up that sand hill on Dawn. It may not look that big, but that's a pretty big, steep, soft sand hill. Oh, you're gonna get all of us racing? Yep, with all the smoke, figured it had to have been Predator. This is my favorite win ever. This is against Keith, man. It was a hell of a build. Absolutely monster mower. But I was able to just sneak around him and kept up in front. Best sounding 670 I've ever heard. Me and Michael out on the Mowmobile. We took made a mower frame and put it on a sled. We pulled that around. Here's another drag between Butthurt and Dog, man. Just such a close day that day when they're drag racing. Me and Matt just having some fun getting some footage. Another stock mower race right here. We appreciate all of you guys, not only just watching this, but if you've ever been out here supporting us, rather spectating or bringing a mower out here, man, we can't tell you enough how much we appreciate it. you know, in just over 2 years, you guys have got us, what, getting closer and closer to 1,400 subscribers. TikTok is like almost 38,000 followers. Man, we just love the love. We appreciate it so much. And here we got Nick, one hit wonder, man. That thing just came right up on him. You had Chris right there doing a hell of a wheelie. There's Michael and Matt. Michael on the sled, or on the, well, actually on the sled, Matt on the snowmobile. One of my favorite clips of just watching all the mowers roll by. There's, I think that was Tyler as well, one of his only races, came out and raced with us. Predator broke its front end just then, sent it a little too hard, couldn't finish the race. I had to win that race to go to the finals too. Oh well. Another iteration of learning to ride the mower, and Predator was a tough one to tame, man. I finally got it. There's very few times I fell off after I painted it. The good old tannerite mower. I love that we get everyone to participate. Even had literally a stock hydro out there just because that kid really wanted to come out. We let her. She had a lot of fun. Everyone was safe with her. It was a 15-mile-an-hour race as it was. Bandit beat and butt hurt. Me on another lap of the round robin, just doing everything I can to stay out front. Mad Michael again, just having a blast on that mobile. George doing a hell of a wheelie. My cousin Ben right there, really appreciate all the support he's given me. Loved that I was able to have him come out this year and play around with us a couple times. Hope to get him back out this coming year as well. Me and Brian, our very first time trying to figure out our mower. We actually never even had third gear, so we were actually way too slow. Hey, look who it is. It's Michael not being able to turn again. Oh, this was a race right here. Me and Butthurt, man. What a race. It was fun. I took this corner too hot trying to stay in the lead. Just totally threw me off. Wasn't prepared. Didn't know what I know now, but it was still so much fun. Don't regret it. Me and Predator again before I got even painted. Always had a lot of fun with that mower. Cannot wait to see what the wheel horse turns out like. The other view of watching one hit wonder go up and over. Oh, me and Michael out there with the quad and the sled. Matt doing a fun little jump there with 2-bit. Me and Matt again, there's Bandit and Predator. Some more 2-bit jumping, love that thing. It's so nice that that's living on. Mike ended up buying that from Matt, and he's made a custom hood from it, put an 18-horse Oppie in it. I mean, it's so cool to see that mower living on, being that's an OG. It was out here the very first day we did a race. So, very few of them left. Bandit, 2-bit, which is not called 2-bit anymore. And I got run over right here, guys, and they can't really tell, but the mower's on top of me. We're a tether. I had a tether, killed the motor luckily, so it didn't keep running me over.
Got it. Thank you.
I was totally fine, not a scratch on me or anything. Just the way it jarred me, it ended up trapping me underneath. Good old Predator, always smoking a little bit, sloshing that oil. Here's my buddy Zach, man. I think this was actually his first race, and he pulled it off and got the win. It's close between him and 2-bit with Matt on it. Again, you gotta just love Ed and Matt just out there messing around, literally. And then you got Mike that throws in the mix right after he bought 2-bit. Me and Matt just out playing around. Matt with just a little too much wheelie. There's Butthurt and Michael just going at it. It's such a fun race. So much fun to see where we came from and where we are now. These mowers are just getting so much better, so much more capable, but also more scary. We appreciate all the sports, guys. Go give us a like, subscribe, give us a comment, let us know what your favorite part was.